It all began with a confrontation. Words were exchanged, and shots were fired. However, beneath the intensity of every lyrical conflict, there is often a more subtle strategy at work. This was true for Vaughn, the rapper from Carson, California, who is signed to Top Dog Entertainment. While fans witnessed him going head-to-head with Joey Bada in one of the year's most surprising lyrical exchanges, Ray had a significant ally backing him up, Kendrick Lamar. Welcome to celebrity rap life, where the red carpets never roll up and the spotlight never fades. The rewards are legendary. Because in celebrity rap life, every downfall can become a comeback, and every headline tells a deeper story. Hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss a second of what's coming next. Now that the dust has settled, Vaughn is finally sharing what transpired behind the scenes during that encounter. In a candid new interview, he revealed a surprising detail. Kendrick Lamar wasn't merely an observer. He was providing Ray with real-time feedback, line by line, ad-lib by ad-lib. When I was battling Joey, Ray shared during a conversation with Bootleg Kev, I was literally on the phone with Kendrick. I was asking, hey, do you like this? This wasn't just a casual inquiry. According to Ray, there was a structured approach. An unspoken quality control process within TDE that activates whenever one of its artists steps into the spotlight. In a label like Top Dog Entertainment, where the difference between good and great can be crucial, even the smallest detail, like an ad-lib, can make a significant impact. Ray noted that Kendrick's feedback was specific and deliberate. If anything, it's like, take something out, he explained. Like ad-libs. Or if it's not right, it just didn't make the cut. While this may seem trivial to those outside the rap industry, in the high-stakes arena of lyrical battles, timing, tone, and delivery are everything. Kendrick, who has built his career on precise lyricism, intricate meanings, and tight compositions, knows exactly which details to refine. However, Kendrick's role extends beyond just musical guidance. What Ray disclosed in that interview highlights a deeper aspect, the culture at TDE. In an era when many labels prioritize speed, streaming numbers, and social media moments, TDE still functions like a workshop. A family. A community of excellence where nothing is released until it meets their standards, regardless of the artist's stature. It's still how we operate at TDE, Ray stated. It's the same process. You have to go through the steps. When they post it, it goes on TDE's page. This isn't merely about pride, it's about legacy. If Kendrick Lamar, a Pulitzer Prize-winning artist and arguably the most influential rapper of this generation, is still engaged in the intricate details of another artist's verse, it speaks volumes about the high standards TDE maintains for its roster. Let's remember, this wasn't just any rivalry. For Vaughn, entering lyrical combat with Joey Bada may have appeared sudden to fans, but for him, it was more than just a personal statement. It was a trial by fire, a proving ground. This was an opportunity for him to prove to the rap community that he could hold his own against one of the most respected artists in the game, not just surviving but making a significant impact. Kendrick's mentorship played a vital role here, not merely through his words, but through the significance of his presence. Kendrick wasn't trying to take the spotlight for himself. Instead, he stepped back to help someone else improve their craft. This level of artistic camaraderie is rare in today's music scene, especially between a major figure like Kendrick and a younger artist still finding their way. It's also important to highlight the distinct nature of Kendrick's feedback. He wasn't rewriting lyrics or ghostwriting. He wasn't attempting to mold Vaughn into a version of himself. Instead, he was refining the performance, the energy, and the delivery. This subtlety reveals a lot about Kendrick's role as both a mentor and an artist. It raises the question, how many artists at Kendrick's level would be willing to engage with such detail? The fact that Ray had Kendrick's attention during this time reflects the supportive environment that TDE cultivates, one where the spotlight may shift, but the quality remains high. In this space, no one, not even a future icon, is too occupied to help someone else improve their skills. Let's be honest, Vaughn holding his own in a public lyrical exchange was already impressive. But knowing that Kendrick Lamar was behind the scenes, providing guidance, adjusting ad-libs, and refining the delivery adds a significant layer to the situation. This also changes the perspective on the battle itself. What fans perceived as an intense exchange was actually a meticulously crafted moment, bolstered by the mentorship of one of the greatest rappers alive. Kendrick didn't need to drop a verse to leave his mark. He was present in spirit, structure, and strategy. For Ray, Having that kind of support means accountability. When Kendrick Lamar gives you the go-ahead, there's no room for anything less than excellence. Every syllable matters, and every breath has intention. That's what distinguishes a standout verse from a timeless one. It's easy to think that today's hip-hop rivalries are solely about going viral. Tweets, memes, reaction videos. But this situation had something different, a sense of artistry. It served as a reminder that even amid a lyrical clash, there can be structure, discipline, and mentorship. That's what makes the moment between Vaughn and Kendrick Lamar so remarkable. It wasn't just about who delivered the better diss or the most cutting punchline. It was about the artistry behind the work and ensuring that every line honors the legacy it represents. For TDE, every release, whether in a competitive setting or not, represents something greater, a standard rooted in Kendrick's early days with the label when Top Dog was still an underground powerhouse. Back then, artists had to earn their recognition. Going viral wasn't enough. You had to achieve legendary status. As Kendrick embraces his role as a mentor in hip-hop, these behind-the-scenes moments reveal more than any chart-topping song. They illustrate how his impact reaches far beyond his own music, actively influencing the future of West Coast rap by ensuring that the next generation raps not just skillfully, but with purpose. Vaughn's rise as a significant in this new wave is no coincidence. It stems from meticulous development, personal dedication, and a community of artists who refuse to settle for mediocrity in the studio. Regardless of whether his rivalry with Joey Bada evolves into something more, one thing is clear. Vaughn is not just another rapper with a catchy verse. He is part of a legacy, and Kendrick is committed to preserving that legacy. Even the finer details, like ad-libs, pauses, and background sounds, are crucial. In TDE's realm, these nuances distinguish the good from the exceptional, and Vaughn now embraces this lesson every time he records. We should also recognize Joey Bada's significance in this context. He is a highly respected lyricist, and Vaughn's decision to challenge him, especially with Kendrick's guidance, demonstrates that this was not about seeking fame but about rising to a challenge and honing his skills against a worthy adversary, as true MCs have always done. Kendrick's involvement highlights a broader issue regarding mentorship in today's rap scene. How many young artists have someone like Kendrick available to provide feedback and constructive criticism? Such attention is rare, and that kind of leadership is impactful. This entire situation resonates deeply because it transcends mere conflict. It signifies a transition, a passing of the torch, not through formalities, but in the trenches. With advice shared in whispers, notes exchanged over the phone, and a discerning ear ensuring every word carries weight. While fans might recall the exchanges between Vaughn and Joey Bada for their clever lines, they should focus on the underlying process, the discipline, and the mentorship. Kendrick Lamar's unseen influence is shaping a new generation not by overshadowing them, but by uplifting them. Vaughn's ascent is evident, and now we understand one reason for it. It's not solely due to his ambition, talent, or lyrics. It's the support system behind him, with voices like Kendrick's ensuring that when he takes the stage, he is not just prepared, he is unstoppable. If this is the sound of the new generation of TDE, then hip-hop has a bright future ahead. This story is far from over, and the truth is still unfolding. I want to hear what you think. Drop your take in the comments. And if you don't want to miss the next twist, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss a second of what's coming next.